dear creative buddies, I hope everyone is fine. And today we are going to start our 9th class first lesson. So what is it? It is matter around us. So when I saw this name, I got many questions in my mind. So when I think of this matter around us, then I got remember Big Bang Theory. So all of you also know the Big Bang Theory. So what is it? Everything has evolved from one hot ball. Okay, so everything has evolved from one single hot ball and they are existing in different forms. Because now few of the things we see them as they will be very hard to touch, and some of them will be hard but very fragile they will be there, and some of them will be very soft to touch, and few of them we can just feel and we cannot see them like air. So like these different forms of the substances we see around us in the nature. And if I think of water, then water can be found also as water vapor and also as ice. The same water, but on heating it is turning into water vapor and on cooling it is turning into ice. But it is the same water. Then why are they changing in that forms? So why can't they be in a same state? So we see like that many substances on heating they turn into gaseous state or they will be turning into air. And on cooling they will be becoming hard substances. So why is this all happening? So in this lesson, we are going to learn the answers for these all questions. And coming back to our lesson, the lesson name, that is matter around us. So here matter is around us, okay. But what is matter then? So here matter is something which has some weight and occupies some space. That all kinds of substances we say them as matter. Okay, so it should have two major properties, that it should have some weight and also occupies some space or has some volume. Okay, so those all kinds of substances are called as matter. And matter has 5 states. Okay, there are majorly 5 states of matter, but in the previous years you might have learned that there will be only 3 states of matter. But majorly we consider only 3 states of matter, but on the further research they also found out there are extra 2 states of matter. Okay, and what are those all? So those are solids, liquids, gaseous, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so these are the 5 states of matter we observe. But majorly we consider only 3 kinds, that is solid, liquid and gaseous. And about plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate I will be explaining you in my further videos. Okay, so till then, but what makes them these different? Why is it in the solid, or why is it in liquid state, or why is it in gaseous state? We are saying that it is matter itself. So everything has some weight and everything is occupying some volume. Then why are they in different kinds? Okay, when we see that any object, now previously I have explained about the example of water. Okay, on heating it is turning into water vapor and on cooling it is turning into ice. It is the same water, but it is existing in 3 states of matter. Now, while cooling it is turning into ice, which is solid, and normally when it is at room temperature, it is in the liquid state, that is liquid, and when we are heating it, it is turning into water vapor, which is in the gaseous state. Okay, but the same water, but it is existing in 3 different forms. So why is it happening? Now if we are taking about the molecular state. Now molecular state means each and every matter is made up of molecules. Okay, now if we are taking water, the water is made up of water molecules. Then what is changing them to be in that 3 different states? Let's see the arrangement of solids, liquids and gaseous molecules. If we see the molecular arrangement in the solids, liquids and gaseous, we observe a major change in them. So here, see here. Okay, so here we have taken same size of cubes. Okay, and here the solid molecules in the solid are tightly packed. There are no spaces in between them. All the molecules are tightly packed here. But whereas in the same volume of a liquid, there are very less number of the molecules because they have some intermolecular spaces in them. So what is intermolecular spaces? So the space between two molecules. Okay. So here, is there any space in the solid molecules? No. But there exists some space in the liquid molecules. And if you still observe the gaseous molecules, then we can see there are more intermolecular spaces. Than liquid, the intermolecular spaces of gases are still more. Okay, so that's why the arrangement or the texture we observe, these three are different. Now I think with these you can explain how water is existing in three different states. Okay, when the water molecules are tightly packed together in an ice cube, then we observe it as a solid. And what happens whenever it is heating? Okay, whenever it is getting into room temperature, then what happens? The molecules are starting to move away. Slowly, they are starting to move away. Whenever they are moving away, what happens? The intermolecular spaces in between them are changing or increasing. Then what happens? They are turning into liquid state. When you are further heating it, then what happens? They are still more expanding. All the molecules are getting farther than before. Then what happens? They are turning into gaseous states. Okay, so here this is the particle arrangement. So in the solids, particle arrangement will be tightly packed, and in the liquids they will be loosely packed, and in the gaseous they will be spaciously packed. Okay, and if we when consider the shape and volume of solids, liquids and gaseous, we can see a major change in that. Okay, so let me take this pen. Okay, so is it a solid? Yes. So in this solid, what happens? Now it is having some definite shape. Now a pen marker will be in this shape itself. Okay, and if I am trying to increase its volume, okay, what is volume? The place occupied by an object. So if I am melting it, then what happens? It will be spreading. So the volume occupied by it will be increasing. But what happens? It will be damaged. Yes or no? The pen starts melting means it gets damaged. Okay, I am trying to reduce the volume. Then what I should do? I have to crush it. But can I crush it? If I am doing so, then I am going to break this pen marker definitely. Okay, so this is the change. So solids have definite shape and definite volume. But I have one question for you people. So we see a sponge, right? So sponge is a solid, right? Because it is having some definite shape and definite volume. But we can crush it. It is compressible, right? We can reduce its volume. Again, when we leave it, it will be coming back to its original position. Then I have a doubt whether it is really a solid. So for this question, you comment me in my comment section. Okay. Next, coming to the shape and volume of the liquids. Now, liquids have definite volume. Okay. Now, if you are taking 1 liter of water, so the volume is fixed. Okay. But it can have different shapes. It will be taking up the shape into which container you are putting it. If you are putting that 1 liter into a bottle, it takes up the shape of the bottle. If you are putting it in a jar, then it takes up the shape of the jar. If you are putting the same in a pot, then it will be taking up the shape of a pot. So it doesn't have its own shape. It takes up the shape of the container, but volume will be fixed. Now if you are taking 1 liter, now let me take this big pot and I have taken this bottle. Okay, so both are different volume. So let me take, this is a 2 liter bottle and this is a 10 liter pot. Okay, now if I am taking 1 liter of water, then where will it all accumulate? So in the pot it will be accumulating at the bottom. Okay, it can't expand here. Rest of the 9 liters volume it is having, but it can't expand. So it is having definite volume. And this is a 2 liters bottle. So it will be occupying half of the volume. Okay, because we have taken 1 liter of the water. So like this, the volume of the water will be same. It won't be changing. But the shape, it will be taking up of the container. Now, if you are coming to the gaseous, then they don't have definite shape or definite volume. Now, if you are blowing a balloon, think, okay, when you are blowing a balloon, you will be blowing a balloon with some pressure air. And that amount of volume of air, whatever you have filled in the balloon, once you open your hand, what happens? It starts expanding into the air. And we can't say that, okay, it has formed a lump there. Can you say like that? No, it has spread over all over the air. So like that, gases have no definite volume and no definite shape. So a shape, it can take up of the container. Now if you are putting it in a cylinder, then it will be taking up the shape of a cylinder. And now we have taken a balloon. So whatever air you are filling in it or whatever gas you are filling in it, the gas will be taking up the shape of the container. Okay, so like this, the properties are differing. So we have learned about 3 properties of the solids, liquids and gaseous. And in my further videos, we will be learning about the further properties of the solids, liquids and gaseous. And it is getting more interesting further. And don't forget to answer my question, that is sponge a solid? Because its volume can be changed. And comment the answer, and if you have any doubts also please comment in my comment section, and further videos are going to be still more interesting. So till then, keep observing and keep learning. Thank you.